I'm Alice Heiman. I'm delighted to be here at the Demand Gen Summit. I want to talk with you today about the ways you can generate leads and close more deals by understanding a day in the life of your buyer. Yes, it would be nice if we could stand together with each other and shake hands and do business. Things are a little bit different now, as we all know. However, there are still so many things that you can do to have meaningful messaging that will draw your prospects to you and help you have conversations that give value and insight so that you can help solve problems and move your deals forward. To start with, I'd like you to think of a prospect that you are currently working with. It could be that you've just started to approach them, they haven't responded yet, or that you are working with them somewhere along the way to closing the deal. Get that prospect in your mind. Next, what I want you to do is study them on social media. I hope you're taking notes because these are the things that are going to make a huge difference for you in understanding a day in the life of your buyer. Study them on social media, not just on LinkedIn, which is a great place to find out about their business, about their industry, about the things that they care about by seeing what they clicked like on and what they posted. Yes, all of those things are amazing. But some of these other platforms can really tell you a lot about a person, a company, and their industry. So go broader and look around a little bit more to gather information that's really going to help you understand the day in the life of your buyer. You should also go to a company's website. Yes, spend some time there. Don't just look at what they sell, their products and services. Dig deep into their team page. Go to their newsroom. You're looking for things about the other people they work with. You're looking for bold statements they make to their community about what they sell and how they sell it, about their corporate responsibility, about sustainability plans, all kinds of things that will help you understand what kind of company this person works in so that you can better understand a day in their life. The company LinkedIn page is a great place to find these things too, because you can see what they're celebrating and what they're talking about and if they're posting about their people or their customers. So you're gathering information that you're going to be able to use. Now, another great way to gather information is with tools like Zoom Info. You can go to Zoom Info and you can have Zoom collect information from all over the internet on any prospect that you're interested in. Just like using a Google alert, you can set an alert in Zoom and it will bring you the latest news on that customer and the people who work there. So be sure and use some sort of tool like this. I personally love Zoom Info. Then you've, of course, got all this great information so that you can start to put together a message that's meaningful, and then engage them with that in a creative way. I mean, nobody really wants another email in their inbox, especially not one that just talks about you, your products, and your services. They want something in their inbox that's going to make them think, that's going to get their attention, that's going to make them say, oh, I probably should learn more about that. So use some of these tools to engage your customer creatively through email, perhaps by sending them something that they might really enjoy using one of these sending tools. And then, of course, you know I'm a huge fan of video emails if you follow me on LinkedIn. I love video. It's an excellent form to deliver information just like I am now. But with email, it's still something that not very many people are doing, and your competitors may not be doing this. So use one of these tools to help you create messages that will engage the people that you want to talk to all the way through the buying process. Not just at the very beginning when you're prospecting, but that is an excellent time, but all the way through. By using these videos, you're telling them you understand what a day in their life is like. They're busy, they don't have a lot of time, but they can watch a short video, maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. As you're deeper into the sales process, your videos could even be just a bit longer, but they're giving them valuable information that they need, because the way that their day is structured is making it difficult for them to digest all the information they need to digest. You can help them do that in small bites at a time by using video email. So it is the message that matters, no matter what delivery mechanism you use. The message matters a lot, and you have got to cut through all the noise today. So you've got to become really good at telling the story that helps your customer know that you can help them. So in creating those messages that matter, you've got to do all that research up front like I talked about, and get your message ready to send to a busy buyer who has many other things on their plate. So here's an exercise that you can do later. Remember, I asked you to think of that buyer and to do some research on them? Well, now, what I'd like you to do is actually start to write some things down. So write that buyer's name and title down. And then starting at 6 a.m. and ending at 10 p.m., write down what you think their schedule is. What, did they wake up at 6, 6:30, 7? Maybe they woke up at 5. Did they exercise? Did they run kids to school? Are they homeschooling their kids? Did they eat a good breakfast? Do they love coffee? Did they do some yoga? Did they write in their journal? Do you think that they meditated? What time did they start their workday? What was the first thing they did? When they got to work, were they barraged with people who want information from them, with people who want answers? What kinds of things were they facing? Write all of that down. And write down specifically the demands you believe they face daily at work. Now think about yourself in the midst of that, trying to get a message through. And if you are dealing with a complex sale where there are many buyers, multiply that by 8 or more, because we all know that there are many buyers involved in making decisions today. Getting this day in the life of your buyer in your head, or the day in the life of all 8 of the people that you're working this deal with, right? Getting that in your mind is going to help you understand what your emails and your calls and your messages are doing to the middle of their day, the interruptions that you are presenting to them. Remember, they have a job to do that is full of many things, not just the deal that you're working on. So they're trying to buy something from you, and that's only one small piece of everything else that they have to do. And again, multiply that times 8. But if you don't do this, if you don't understand a day in the life of the people who are buying from you, what's going to happen is you're going to have trouble bringing them to consensus. And lack of consensus leads to no decision, which tends to be our worst enemy today in sales. So we have to simplify the buying process, and we just cannot do that if we don't understand what a day in the life of the people that we're selling to is like. Gartner tells us that the buying process is a long, hard slog, and buyers are fatigued. They have lots of decisions to make on their own and as a team to come to consensus to be able to buy from you. So you've got to make it simple, and you're going to need a map. Yes, you're going to need a map, but not exactly this kind of map. You're going to need a map that will help you with the entire buying process, a mutual action plan. I love the mutual action plan or MAP because it helps us simplify everything that we need to do to move towards a purchase decision. Now, sometimes we do all of those things and they still don't purchase from us, but we know if we've done this that they're making the very best decision for their company. So it's extremely important for us to simplify the buying process by first understanding who we're selling to and then mapping it out together. Now, there are some amazing tools that you can use to do this mapping process. I like this one, which is from my friends at Deal Point. And I also like this one from my friends at Accord. So take a look at those and see if those will be of help to you in mapping. Now, of course, you can also do it on a spreadsheet. And I have a simple template that you can download. If you message me on LinkedIn, I'll be happy to send that to you. So we do want to understand a day in the life of our buyer because we all want to close more deals, but we only want to close deals when we are really the best choice for the customer. And that's why we're going to bother to go through all of this, so we don't waste our time with people who aren't really a good fit. Their company's not a good fit. Our product's not a good fit for them. Their values may not be the same. They really need to make a different choice. We don't want to spend time with those people. We want to spend time with people who are a good fit and who we can help with their challenges or their growth and help them solve for that. But we also want to keep remembering that we always want to go beyond the closed deal. And so the relationship that we build while we're moving that way will create opportunities for us in the future and not just an opportunity for now. If we're always thinking, I'm meeting people, I'm understanding them, I'm helping them make decisions, and I'm really in the position of being a trusted advisor, so that even if they don't buy from me, they would recommend me, they would refer me, or if they move to another company, they would be willing to talk with me again. What we want to do is make sure that we have loyal customers and not just a transaction. And that's why we bother to spend all this time understanding what the day in each of their lives is like, so that we can help them make the best decisions for their company. Now, sales has changed, as everyone knows, because the way the buyer is thinking, the way the buyer is acting is changing all the time. Now, some of the current events have sped that up a bit, and so we need to be flexible and adapt and change quickly. I love this Gartner report on the future of sales. I highly recommend you find that and download it, because it's going to give you a glimpse into some of the other things that we didn't cover here today that are going to make it easier for you to continue to sell the way the buyers want to buy. Now, if you have any questions on any of this, I'd love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn. It's really easy. It's Alice Heiman, and it's Heiman. And tell me that you listened to my presentation at the Demand Gen Summit, and I will connect with you immediately, and I will be happy to answer all of your questions. Here's how you connect with me. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. And I want to hear about how you figured out to understand a day in the life of your buyer so that you can close more deals.